Hi everyone, it's Rowan here again, and it's potato harvest time again. I'm not sure how long this battery in my camcorder is going to last. It's the last of my reasonably good batteries, so I'll get through these 4 potatoes that I'm harvesting today as quickly as possible. Now, I've got a few videos to do, all of my new varieties for this year, and I've still got to think up a theme for naming them, but we'll just get into tipping them out of their buckets and see how they go. These are all grown from TPS, from True Potato Seeds. If you'll remember, well, if you'd watched my earlier videos, last year I had a terrible season. Most of my potato seedlings didn't produce even a single tuber, so I kept a tuber from each of the ones that did produce at least something, and these are the plants from those young seedlings. So let's get into it and see how we go. Okay, seedling number 1. I have no idea how any of these, well, let me move that a little bit. I don't know how any of these are going to go, but I put them all in really good soil this year just to see how they would produce when given the best possible conditions. Although I do admit I should have given them a little bit of potassium when they started sprouting, but anyway, we'll see how we go. I've cut the tops back to make this a bit easier, so let's see how this one goes. Seem to have quite a few tubers there. They're not fantastically huge, but okay. They've got very spotty red patches on them. I'm guessing they'll be a yellow fleshed one. Let's see. Like usual, I've put 3 tubers in each. I collected 3 tubers of each seedling that actually produced a tuber or more, and put 3 in each of these big tubs. I'm so glad I grew in tubs this year, because with the amount of wet we had, and I couldn't even walk on the place without sinking into the soil, and I would have just lost all of these. They just would have rotted in the ground. So really glad that that I plant my potatoes in tubs. This looks like a reasonable producer. It may not have huge tubers, but it has quite a few of them. I might keep it for another year and see how it goes. This plant didn't do so well. I let the soil dry out to make it easier to harvest them. Okay, well, let's see. You can see in this bucket that those 3 plants produced this amount of tubers. I'm guessing 1.5 kilos. I would like to have double that, but especially in the good conditions I've given them, but I'll see. I'll give it a go and I'll see if they're worth going on with next year. Rightio, now for the next one. Oh, heavy. Now, I've been so looking forward to harvesting this potato. only three plants in there. This one I noticed last year because it didn't flower and it was only a very tiny plant. So yet it produced a very large tuber, so I kept an eye on it this year, and it also didn't grow very big, didn't flower at all, and I think it just puts all its energy into producing tubers. I've been very good and very self-controlled, and I haven't put my fingers in the soil to have a look and see what sort of tubers they've got, although I can see a few on the top here. This is going to be a big surprise. I'm really hoping this one does as well as I think it will. Oh dear, I didn't dry this one out very well. Whoa, so it doesn't produce very deeply. I can't see anything nice size. Doesn't look really great. So, oh yeah, look, that's a nice one there. So definitely, ones that don't flower are definitely good for people who don't like to deal with having seedlings, weed seedlings popping up in their gardens. I was really hoping this would do a little bit better, but the tubers that are there, very lumpy, but a good size. But considering the small size of the plants, anything is good. So it looks like each plant will produce 3 or 4 reasonable eating sized tubers and a few small ones. Whoa, there goes that one. So I'm not entirely disappointed. I was hoping they would produce a little bit more, but it could have also been a lot worse considering that they're just new varieties, and every time you grow from pure seed, from true seed, you never know what you're going to get. You can get ones that produce well, but most of them won't produce much at all. Okay, so that's that variety. I'll empty out the wheelbarrow and we'll go on to the next. Right, the first one, the first potato we did with the blotchy red patches has this lovely, really strong yellow flesh. That potato that doesn't flower, that one that I was so excited about, has this light cream flesh. So let's get into this next one. Right, let's see what this one's going to do. Any of these that I'll be keeping, excuse me, any of these that I'll be keeping that have enough tubers, I will have some tubers for sale on my website in January. Oh, I should have let these dry out a bit more. They're still pretty heavy. Okay. It's always so exciting having your first proper harvest from TPS potatoes. You never know what you're going to get. Okay, so this one's pretty uninteresting. Has many tubers, but they're all very small. Let's sort of like, you could have them as little new boiling potatoes, I suppose, but I really can't see me. I don't think I'll be keeping this one. They're just not worth it. Yeah, this one's going to get chucked. I'll just go and have a look at the flesh colour. One day I'll have to bring a knife with me so I can actually cut them at the wheelbarrow. It's got a light creamy flesh. But yeah, these just aren't worth it. Looks like there might have been only, what, 2 plants in there. Oh no, here's the 3rd plant. Rightio. I suppose it's a sort of plant that you could sort of get a lot of food off a small amount of area, but I don't like potatoes that are only one use, and this one really is only just a little mini boiling potato. I think I just might eat these. Okay, that one is not a goer. Right, now the last one for today. I don't trust me battery, so I'm only doing 4 today. Okay. Let's see what we got here. From the look of the top of it, it looks very similar to one that I already grow, that I'm not real fond of, but not too bad. Very speckledy skin with all these damn it, I've forgotten the lentils all over it. They're not too bad in size. They're sort of the lower limit of what I usually keep. Before I take these all away, I'll go and see what colour the flesh is. Okay, most of the potato landed in the neighbour's yard, but it has white flesh. Okay. Even though these are still small and irregular, I might give this one another year and see how it goes. There's enough tubers here that I might put it on my site, sell some on my site and see if anyone wants them. give them a taste test first. So there's still lots of little ones coming on. That's a bit of a nuisance of a habit, but I'm not that impressed with it, but we'll see how it goes. If no one wants it on the website, I think it'll go. I hope I get at least one impressive new variety this year. Okay, I think that's it for that one. Now, because this is the first soil for these, I'm going to put them back in their same tubs and top it up with some manure and some fresh potting mix and fertiliser, so that I always use the soil twice, because it's very expensive to use new soil each time. And after the soil is exhausted after 2 growing seasons, which is 1 year, because I get 2 growing seasons in each year, through summer and then through autumn, and then the used up soil goes on my garden beds, because my soil here is just so terribly poor, and this helps a lot. Okay, so that's today's 4 varieties. I hope you join in for my next video, which should be probably I'm guessing by the look of the rest of my potatoes, probably in 2 weeks I'll do another one. Okay, thank you very much for joining in.